How's it going, Jack Tackers, and welcome back to another video for you guys. Today I'm going to be doing my review for The Flash Season 5, Episode 17, entitled Time Bomb. But first, remember, if you guys are new, make sure to check out my social media and vlogging channel down in the description below. And without further ado, let's get into this. Okay, so like my overall thoughts on this episode, it was okay. I'll get into more detail about this episode, obviously, with this review, but my general thoughts on it, it was fine. It wasn't amazing. There was a pretty good scene there towards the end, which I'll talk about. But other than that, it wasn't, like, amazing, but it wasn't complete filler either. This was still a pretty crazy episode, now that I think about it. Hang on, because I forgot about something else that was crazy that happens this episode. But yeah, I just watched it, by the way, so sorry if I'm kind of like looking for thoughts here. Yeah, no, it was okay, but it's still like the majority of the episode wasn't amazing, I'll say that. But getting into more detail about this episode, I do want to cover all of the cicada stuff and whatnot that was going on in this episode, and then I will get to the Nora stuff, because I feel like those are the main two things I want to cover. It was the cicada and then the Nora stuff that happens towards the end of the episode. There was some other side plot with Cisco and his girlfriend, which I could give like two shits about, well, less than that. It was like so stupid. I don't really care. Like, I don't watch The Flash for the relationships and all the bullshit with that. But the cicada stuff, I do want to get into some spoilers here. So I guess if you haven't watched the episode, since this is a pretty massive spoiler for this season, the real cicada dies. I forget his name, but yeah, they mentioned a lot in the series so far. But the real cicada, the Orlin, I think Uncle Orlin, yeah, because that's what Grace calls him. So Uncle Orlin, we'll call him Unky Orlin. All right, let's not. But yeah, he dies in this episode, which I'm very surprised I did not get spoiled for that, because I usually watch these episodes like a day after they premiere. I don't watch them live because I'm too lazy. But yeah, when Grace actually stuck the dagger in his back, I was like, oh, he's going to be fine. At first, I initially thought he was going to die, but then the Flash was like, oh, you're going to be all right. And then I was like, okay, he's going to live. And no, he died, because they literally say in the episode, I think Barry's the one who says it, like, he's dead. Like, oh, shit. I was like, wait, really? Hold on. So that's kind of crazy. But Grace is still out there. I thought we were going to be done with her this episode because it seemed like things were settling down a bit, but apparently not. But yeah, I guess she's pretty much the main villain for the rest of this season. Everyone was hoping we would have Thawne, but sadly no. And the Thawne stuff in this episode I'll cover now. Yeah, so basically what I mean by that is, well, we do see Sherlock. He's trying to solve this mystery about who's Nora's contacting, and then he goes and finds an old recording of Eobard Thawne, and his handwriting matches the handwriting that Nora has with the timeline is malleable, I think. And yeah, he matches it up. It says 100%. And then he's like, oh shit, she's working with Eobard Thawne. And at the end of this episode, we actually do see Nora come out, even though Nora doesn't really do it. Sherlock's the one who does. So it's kind of bullshit, but whatever. Like, Nora doesn't really say anything. She's like, shut up, stop talking about it. And man, this is a really good scene. And like, this was definitely the highlight of the episode, in my opinion. Like, the majority of this episode, like, I didn't really care for it, to be honest. I mean, the cicada stuff was all right, and Unky Orlin, why do I say Unky? Unky, okay, him dying was also, like, pretty exciting. Like, I was not expecting that. It was pretty shocking, to be honest. But this was definitely the highlight of the episode, in my opinion. And we see Barry, he's just, like, totally crushed. He's like, wow, really? Like, I can't believe... oh, fuck, I can't believe you done this. For those of you who know that Vine. Yeah, it's like, shit, man. I was like, really? This is absolutely... it was absolutely bonkers. Sorry if the camera's shaking or the audio's a bit shaky, because it's like, I don't know. It's breezy. What am I talking about? Who cares? Yeah, so this was a really crazy part of the episode, and I was just kind of a bit shook by it. But I guess let me hear your thoughts on this. I mean, I think Barry locking her Nora up in the pipeline, Sure, yeah, I can accept it. Why not? Yeah, so I mean, this episode was alright. It wasn't amazing. The majority of this episode kind of sucked, but the end where Orlin died and we got to see the reveal with Nora and all that, those were great scenes. So for that reason, this episode was okay, but it wasn't amazing. So I liked it. Do I dare say I liked it? I guess we'll say that. But I guess let me hear your thoughts on this episode down in the comments below. And if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. Boop.